Welcome to another episode of Road to GB Top 100. Now, the last video you saw me play the Square 1 Grade 4, and you saw that I got to the semi-finals there and unfortunately lost 10-8 in the champ tiebreak, which is unfortunate. But today, this video is about Rox Lane Grade 5, which happened the day after that video on Sunday. So this is going to be Rox Lane again, go into the trenches, guys. I'm introing this video 2 days after the tournament because at the time I was at Stratford Padel Club watching the Grade 1 at Stratford. So I was watching Louis Harris and all the big boys play, and I'm going to show you some clips of that, so you're going to get some footage of that before my match at Rox Lane. So I went there and then I travelled over to Rox Lane after I was watching the men's final. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As always, make sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this series so far, and share it around to all the people who you think might like the channel and the series. And I'm playing with a partner who I've never played a tournament with again, but I do know him from Square 1. His name's Jack, so it should be a fun little tournament. Here is the start of the day where I was at Stratford. I'm going to take you through the day. Hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so here's Louis Harris, UK #1, playing in Stratford Grade 1, and basically I was taking some tips before I went to Rox Lane, and if I could just play 5% of Louis Harris's level, I could absolutely crush every single one in this draw. As you can see, his smash didn't quite go out here, but it's quite inspiring watching this kind of level. And here's Christian Medina Murphy serving, the GB #1. I think he's ranked 105 in the world or something. He's in the 100 and somethings, and this point was absolutely crazy. I remember capturing this one thinking, every time I film, it's going to be a really bad point, but this one was crazy. So yeah, just taking some tips from these guys, and I think what I noticed was just the pace of the play and their intensity in their footwork. Like, just look how intense they are in their feet and their preparations very early. So that's what I was kind of taking away. Yeah, I've arrived at Rox Lane 2 minutes till my match starts. They're already on court. I've left it so late, but you know, I'm here with my sandwich. This is the latest I've ever been to a Rox Lane tournament. I'm rocking up and it's 2 minutes late actually, so going straight on, no time to think. But that's Rox Lane for you, baby. Yeah, so I was watching the men's final, and basically I kind of left it a little bit late and just about arrived on time. I was 2 minutes late, but it was all good because everyone was just going on court. So it could have been worse. Could have been an absolute disaster. Classic Rox Lane. But anyway, we get into this match. Here's Jack, my partner here, playing on the right hand side. Got a nice little dig there. And just to introduce him, I play with him at Square 1 a little bit, and he plays there all the time. So I do know his game style a little bit, although I've never played a tournament with him, and actually we've only ever played once together in a match. So obviously we haven't got that incredible chemistry and communication locked down yet, as with all your new partners if you play with a new partner. But that was fine. I was playing on the left here, which is a side that I do like now, guys. I am finding it quite fun, and we get off to a good start. We go 1-love up here. As you can see, early on it was an absolute smash fest. Jack kicking one out from the right hand side, which is something I can't do yet and I need to implement into my game, but that was really useful to have him doing that on the right hand side. And I was kind of like the more defensive, less aggressive player, and I was on the right, but it is what it is. I'm spamming my rulo. I was just trying to be consistent as possible. Obviously I know how these tournaments go at this point, guys. It's just making balls, get your opponents to miss first. That's kind of my game plan, although as I start moving up the levels and start improving my game, I do need to add some weapons to my game, especially overhead. That's a nice pop out from our opponents, Daniel and Syed. I think I've said your names right. Super nice guys to play against, and they did have some big weapons, guys, overhead. They did go for a lot of smashes, and we're 2-1 up here, so no panic. We have a break, so that's always useful, especially in fast 4. All we've got to do is hold serve twice, and we're over the line. Let's see if we can do that here. I go for a defensive Vibra Bandeka into the corner to regain the net position, and I'm just playing solidly at the net, not doing too much, guys, just trying to make the ball. Jack goes for a bit of an injection of pace there, and again, just set the point with the volley down the middle and one into the corner here. Do I go for the big one? Of course I don't, guys. You know me at this point. I just feel like it's too risky. And then I do decide to change the pace here. And look, I get burned. So that's why I'm scared to change the pace, guys, because I feel like it's a risky shot. If you don't get it right, you're bringing them into the net. That's why I don't smash as much, guys. So it's a kind of a high risk, high reward kind of shot, to be honest. And I think that's the reason why I have this mental block and I don't want to smash sometimes, even though it probably is the right shot to be playing. And then I go for a lovely pass, cross-court angle on the return. I like that one. And that was golden point, and we go 3-1 up. There's an important point now. Just throw a nice deep lob up, see what they're going to do on the overhead. And Jack goes for a lovely passing shot here. And we're playing really well, to be fair. 3-1 up here, and all we need to do is hold serve and take the first set. And we draw a couple errors from them. Again, I go for the fake smash rather than just hitting it out by 3. And also, guys, you've got to remember, these courts are quite slow, although Jack just proved that they're not really. But these courts are quite slow and it's quite cold, so that's another reason why I didn't want to go for the smash all the time there. We win the first set 4-1. We were nice and solid. Now all we need to do is take the momentum into the second set. This first game of the second set is always important. Even if you win it, guys, you've got to start quick in the second set because momentum can turn very, very quickly. And we swap sides here. I'm on the right-hand side here. My actual home. No, I'm not really sure what my home is on the paddle court, to be honest, guys. Oh, what an unbelievable point there. I actually almost got to that last ball. I could feel the racket kind of almost touch the ball there. I was sprinting for my absolute life. Really good rally there. And they go 1-love up in the second set. Obviously, we didn't get that start that we wanted to. And play a nice point there, get them scrambling. And now it's golden point. So this point's important here because if they win this, they get the momentum. Let's see what happens. I do a nice serve and that's it. I do a nice serve, guys. That's a backhand serve coming in clutch. It throws people off when you backhand serve because very rarely you see it, and so the spin is quite different. It comes at a different angle and it throws people off, especially when you inject the pace at this level a little bit, because people sometimes aren't good enough to get it back when you inject the pace. They do a nice sidewall boast here and I'm fuming because I'm just not close enough to the net, and I'm thinking to myself, I kind of stopped and admired the shot rather than just closing the net there, and that was a bit poor for me, but nice shot there. For my opponents. I play a lovely backhand volley down the line there. That's the trademark, you know the drill. And what happened here was I missed the return on 30-40 and I was like to Jack, listen, I want redemption on that return because that was poor. So I put my hand up for the golden point. Let's see if I can get redemption here. I play a backhand that was actually over the net this time. That always helps. And I play a nice lob here, just about stays in and we get the net. But they play a nice lob in return here. I play a nice Bahala down to the feet, try and get the net position again and blocking with my backhand volley. This is exactly where we want to be in the point. I inject the pace here. He defends well, but it wasn't quite enough. So I was happy the way I played that one and I got redemption. And now we've got the break in the second set, 2-1. And once again, the smash curse is never leaving me. I tried to inject the pace there. I think that was the right time to go for it. I miss it into the back glass. Sometimes I just get, I overthink the smash, guys. I don't know what it is. I just overthink it. It was also my worst shot in tennis as well. So maybe that kind of translates to this as well. It was my weakest shot in tennis. And funnily enough, my backhand slice was my best shot in tennis, which is why I backhand serve and it's so effective. So a little insight there. It kind of does transfer. They get a dribble net cord there, which annoyed me a little bit, but obviously it is part of the game. game, just got to move on and get over it, which I'm much better at doing now than at the start of this journey, guys. I feel like I'm much more mentally calm on the court, don't really care much. I know it sounds weird, but I don't care as much about bad things happening on the court because I've been through it all at this point, like I said in the intro, I think. So Jack goes for a nice smash here, but they're at the net here to recover, and I throw a pretty poor lob up there, and they're still at the net. I just need to throw a deep one here. Is that deep enough? It is. So no, I miss. Unbelievable. Yeah, but that would have been a nice lob. And it's 2-2 now, so everything's to play for in the second set. And here we go, some break points now, 2-2. Let's see if we can take this game, crucial game in this set. All we need to do is win one of these points. I think it's break point anyway. I haven't got the scoreboard, as in like the actual individual points in the game, guys, because it just takes so long to do. I will do it eventually, but for now, I just can't really be bothered. That's just me being honest. 3-2 now, we do get that break. And now all we need to do is hold serve and we win this match. So we kind of played this match really well. And that's an unbelievable pick up there. I remember that ball bounced on the top of the cage and I had to react and scoop my racket down low. I was super happy with that reaction there, and I call for this ball here, just play a nice lob over the head there. And I like playing the lobs off the back wall, guys, nothing crazy, just keep it simple, keep the rally going. I'm a solid player, you know what I mean? I'm not these kind of flashy, you know, person who hits smashes all the time, out by 3. I just spam the rouleau, play some nice deep lobs and attack my backhand volley. Am I going to go for this one? I do go for this one eventually, guys, and it does pay off. So that gave me a little bit of confidence on the overhead as well. A lovely forehand to the cage drop volley on match point, and we do win the first game, guys. Okay, a little debrief on that one. Got through it. It was a 4-2, 4-2 or 4-1, 4-2, something like that. It was comfortable in the scoreline, but it didn't feel comfortable on the court, like always. The scoreline, a fast 4 match never feels comfortable, ever. But yeah, we played pretty solidly there. On to a big game next, Barney and Dwight, who both of them I played before. Barney, obviously square 1 royalty, and Dwight, professional footballer, so should be a fun little matchup. Stay tuned for that one. Okay, guys, never before seen at Rox Lane. I'm leaving after the first match. I haven't lost. Don't worry, guys, don't panic. I haven't lost. Here's the gateway. This has never happened before at Rox Lane tournament. Basically, backstory is I haven't eaten all day because I've been watching the grade 1 at Stratford, and I was so locked in trying to keep my seat that I couldn't go and order food, and then I had to leave for Rox Lane. Now I haven't eaten, just one around, and I might go deep, so I need food. So we're up the Rox Lane. The Rox Lane doors are out. Now we're into the wilderness. We're going to take you on a little tour of Chiswick, Rox Lane, and trying to get some food. What's that over there? Is that food over there? Right, I'm going to take you on this journey. A pizza sign. Just ordered a pepperoni pizza. Big mistake, maybe. Pizza secured. I got a pizza, baby. That's outrageous after the first round match, isn't it? But it's Rox Lane, anything goes here. This is tactically genius, this pizza. It's going to lure my opponents into a false sense of security. So they're going to fridge me. No, they're going to fridge, they're going to fridge my partner thinking, oh, he's full up with pizza, he's not going to be able to move. And then I'm going to win. It's going to be so funny when I don't win, and I'm going to be editing this after. And it's going to feel like I've eaten my whole fridge for sure after I've eaten this pizza. So yeah, it's going to be the magic sauce today. Okay, into the big boy quarterfinal match. This was a big one. Everyone's been waiting for this one against Dwight and Barney. Now, to introduce them, Dwight Gale, ex-professional footballer hitting the ball here, and Barney, a good friend of mine, plays at Square One, and I've played with him a few times. And he's a very, very solid player. Actually played him in a tournament at Ilford as well. If you remember that video where I hit that hot dog down the line, past him. I think it was past his partner actually, but yeah, it was crazy. A shot at the best shot I've ever hit in a tournament. So yeah, getting into this match, guys. And the tactics were kind of similar. I didn't really know how Dwight played, to be honest. I've only played him once and I've seen him, and I know he's improved a lot. So I was just kind of feeling both of these guys out. I didn't really know where to hit the ball. And obviously I know Barney's game quite well, but it was kind of, I was going cross court with Dwight at the start of this quite a lot. And as you can see, they definitely had weapons and they definitely had shots that could hurt us. Barney's very good at defending, and his Vibra is usually very good, although that one there was a shocker. And Barney making a few errors at the start here, and now it's golden points. So we go 1-love up, and now this is a very crucial point here. Can we get the early break? Ooh, and that one's painful. That's a bit of a frustrating way to end that point, because if we win that game, we go 2-love up and kind of kill their momentum and confidence at the start. But instead, it's now 1-1. They've got themselves out of a tricky situation, and we now need to hold serve. A good smash again from Jack on the right. He was very good at kicking it out of the court on that side, to be fair. So that was one of his best shots today. Dwight as well, popping the ball out, although it hits the cage and I recover it well, so he didn't actually pop that one out. And we go 2-1 up here. So we've started this set off pretty well, and we're playing nice and solidly. I go for the rouleau probably. Yep, shock. Go for a rouleau. Dwight goes back to me here and plays a low of his own. Jack with the kick out the court again. And like I was saying, he was getting a lot of success with that one. And we were putting him under a bit of pressure in this service game. And I did start to notice Dwight had quite a good Bahada, so I didn't actually know that really, so I got burnt there. It was quite pacey, and so I tried to avoid that as much as possible. Although here we go again and get to net position. I go for a big one, and the smash curse, guys, you know the smash curse. I do bottle that one and it hits into the net there, so not ideal there. And we've kind of bottled some chances here after putting a bit of pressure on their service game. That's a pretty poor shot there, too high there, and we do get punished in the end. Not ideal for me. Anyway, we go 2-all, no panic, because if we win this service game we can put pressure on them again, and we now know that we're knocking on the door in their service games and we can break them. So let's see what happens in this game. Jack plays a nice little shot there, but he should be getting back into the net, Jack. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm joking. Anyway, I'm absolutely scrambling here. Dwight with a nice little volley there. Jack misses that one down the line, unfortunately. And now they're putting us under pressure. So how quickly things can change, guys. Momentum in this sport's crazy. I get past there, down to my side. Good shot there from Dwight. And now all of a sudden, I think we're love 30 after having break points or something in their latest service game. So padel's crazy, guys. It's brutal sometimes. You just got to learn how to deal with it. Yeah, we're literally love 40 here. 4 break points for them now. And let's see what happens in this break point here. I throw a nice lob over Dwight here. I go for, that's a pretty weak shot though into Barney's corner. I do inject the pace here, but again, it wasn't enough. Now they're on the attack here and we're just scrambling to stay in the point, and the cage bounce fucks me. So 3-2 to them now. Play a lovely couple points here, and we're putting a lot of pressure on their service game now as they're trying to hold serve to stay in the set. Now, a bit of a moment of controversy is about to come up, guys, but just stay tuned for that. I'll talk about it when it comes up. But anyway, I'm playing really nicely here. Another backhand volley down the centre, and Jack can't quite find the angle there. And here's golden point. Here's where the controversy happens. I'm going to let it play out and then talk. What happens here, my backhand down the line, you can't see it on camera, but I've clearly seen that it's in, and Dwight's called it out. So I say, listen, I think it was definitely in. And here I got the matchy stream up after the match, just so you guys can make your own mind up about whether you thought it was in or out. But basically, here's the shot. You can see it on camera there, and I slowed it down here so you can see it in slow motion and zoomed in as well. So you let me know, guys, in the comments if you thought that ball was in or out. But anyway, I was arguing my case quite confidently, and I didn't want to let that one go. So yeah, we won that point in the end, and we got ourselves to a tiebreak, 3-all. And looking back at the matchy stream when I slowed it down, you can see the ball didn't actually deviate off its straight line, off its straight path. So that's why I thought it was definitely in. And also I could see quite clearly as I was watching it very closely down that line. But anyway, it doesn't matter because we're into the tiebreak here. So let's see what happens in this tiebreak. We go 1-love down actually, but we bring it back to 1-all. And tiebreaks obviously very important to play every single point as if it's life or death, because making mistakes in a tiebreak can be very costly. Dwight with a nice pick up there. I play a shot down to his feet, and then Jack comes in with his big smash, and we go 3-1 up in the tiebreak. So good start for us. Lovely drop volley. We're playing this tiebreak pretty well. We're 4-1 up here, got a bit of breathing room, first to 7 obviously, and let's see if we can close out the first set. I play a nice defense on the backhand spin there. Dwight comes in with his forehand volley down the center, and Jack almost makes that shot but doesn't quite. So 4-2 now. And here's another moment of controversy. I think the serve was out that Jack served. As you can see on the matchy stream, it was out. And I've stopped the rally, and we've kind of continued the point because they didn't call. Now, for this one, guys, it is actually my kind of, not my fault, but it is actually their point because the rally continues. They haven't called the ball. So I was very happy to give them that point because, you know, even though the serve was out, as you can see on the stream, if they don't make a call, then you have to play on. So that's kind of the rules. So it was their point. They justifiably got that point there. And it's now 5-all, so tense stuff in this tiebreak. A volley into the corner there, and now it's 6-all. Everything to play for. This is super tense at this point, guys. Everyone wanted to not make an error, and we just wanted to get over the line here. Jack kind of goes for a pop out there, and it works out. And then Barney throws a volley into the back glass. So we do take that set. Now, just to clear up on the video, guys, I'm not mad about any of the calls or controversy that's happened. You know, I'm not really that bothered. I was bothered a little bit at the time, but at the end of the day, it's paddle. You know, we're all trying to be as honest as possible. I don't see these guys as dishonest. I think they're honest people. I just think in this moment, when you look back at it, you could see that the calls maybe were in our favour, not theirs. But it doesn't really matter, guys. Listen, I called this ball out there because I saw that one clearly out. But, you know, these stuff happens in paddle matches. We haven't got VAR. We haven't got umpires. So we just have to kind of go on what everyone's saying on the court, and sometimes you get into disputes. It's just part of the game. Here's another controversial moment here because Jack, Dwight said that Jack reached over the net for that ball rather than hitting it on his side, and I was, again, not sure about that call either. So let's see it again on the matchy. Jack goes for his pop out here. You let me know, guys. That's very, very close there, to be honest. Don't know if Jack reached over or not, but it's quite hard to tell from behind the court. You have to kind of be side on to see that one, and so that was an interesting one there as well. So let me know in the comments what you think about these controversial moments, guys. Anyway, we're golden point here at the first game of the second set. Important point. And we do take it. So we actually go a break up in the second set, which is absolutely ideal. So we've won the first and now we're a break up. All we need to do is hold serve, and we've won this match. But all of a sudden, Dwight and Barney started playing very, very well. Very good paddle, as you can see in this point here. Barney moving us around there and then placing one into the corner, which is really nice from them. And their intensity just increased, guys. I kind of sense it on the court at this point. And it's not like we switched off or anything, because I never switch off in these fast four, but they definitely picked their level up and went up a couple gears, and we could tell that on the court. So as you can see here, they were starting to miss less and the rallies were getting a lot longer, and all of a sudden you know, they were kind of playing some really nice shots. Like, that's a great little angle behind from Dwight there. He was very good at that shot. That is a very nice shot that he has. And yeah, Jack goes for a kick smash here, doesn't quite work out, and one to the cage. I'm just scrambling trying to get the ball back. I somehow threw a lob up there, not really sure how. Jack goes for a smash, but doesn't quite work out this time. As you can see, this point's getting wild and we do eventually lose it. So that's what I'm saying, they just started to not miss really. And just like that, we get broken straight back, so it's now 1-1, and they have a little bit of momentum now because they are starting to play really well. Injection of pace there, and as you can see, like, they're just not really making mistakes anymore. And a pop out there, they're being nice and aggressive, and they win that game quite comfortably. So now it's 2-1, and all of a sudden the pressure's quite, you know, back on us here, and we need to hold this service game in order to kind of kill their momentum a little bit and get back on track. And again, my smash just doesn't work out. I get it slightly wrong, and I just can't recover. So yeah, that one I should have gone for, to be fair, but again guys, smash, not my best shot, to be honest. And another great shot there, and all of a sudden we get broken 3-1. How quickly things have turned around from being a set and a break up. All of a sudden we're 3-1 down, and I just wasn't in the right position to play that shot, and everything's just going wrong at this point, guys. And I'm looking back at the glass, but that was just bad positioning for me. There's nothing else to that. And all of a sudden we're just doing silly things. I don't even run for that ball because I'm thinking, yeah, they're just going to kill the point here. So it was kind of like a runaway set, to be honest, for them, and it all went by in quite a bit of a flash. And me and Jack started to kind of drop our level. All of a sudden we get into a champ tiebreak to 10. Let's see what happens. That's nice play there from Dwight, and we go 2-love down. Absolutely not ideal. You don't want to lose 2 or 3 points in a row on a tie break because it's very, very hard to bring it back. So we kind of needed this point. I play a nice deep lob here and a good lob in return, to be honest. I was thinking about the Bahada. I thought, you know what, let's just play a lob back, try and get the net again. I get a lobbed in return. I play a nice ruler to the feet there, and I'm trying to push in and be aggressive, but they're just getting balls back, guys. Like, there wasn't much, you know, we were doing wrong. It was just they were being very, very solid all of a sudden. And as you can see here, Barney just scrambling shots back, and somehow he's got to net position after that shot behind his back. That was just crazy stuff. Then he almost passes me here. And do you know what I'm seeing? Do you know what I'm saying, guys? The level just, they stepped up the level, and we go 3-love down. Not ideal at all. Eventually we get a point on the board in this champ tiebreak, but 4-1 is going to be quite a difficult little situation for us to come back here, even though it is to 10, so we've got a little bit more time than to 7. But Barney with his nice little, that's kind of like his trademark shot there. You think he's going to go cross court, then he spins it down the line. It's quite unorthodox and quite unpredictable, so that's a nice shot that he has there that catches a lot of people, including me, off guard sometimes. 6-1 now, not ideal, and now we go 7-1, and we just kind of lost all kind of momentum and confidence, and it was just a train wreck, to be honest. This tiebreak was not the prettiest. As you can see, they played very, very well in the tiebreak, and we just dropped our level, and we just, you know, they just weren't making mistakes, and we couldn't find the winners. And as you can see, it's all going to absolute Yeah. And all of a sudden it's match point then, Barney over pop out, and that's it. I didn't even realise it was over because I was like, it can't be over that quickly surely. And look, eventually I realised, oh, we lost. So very well played to Barney and Dwight. Solid match. You played well and they actually won the tournament, so shout out. Alright guys, it was a couple of days after that Rox Lane tournament. Again, we couldn't conquer Rox Lane, but one day it's going to happen, and when that day comes, I'm going to make sure that video is spectacular. I'm gonna scream. You know what I mean? I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, because I'm just prolonging the Rox Lane Conquer series. You know the drill, guys. I just wanted to prolong a little bit. The longer it goes on, the more satisfying it will be when I do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's my tactics there. I'm definitely losing on purpose. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And next weekend, I think I've got a break from tournaments because I've just done so many and too much drama, too much controversy. I want to take a little bit of a break and have no drama, no controversy. Although I do love these tournaments, obviously. I love the drama. But I just want to have a little break from the drama. I'm going to spend some time with a girl on Saturday instead, you know, just take a bit of stress off. That's probably going to be more stressful, to be honest, anyway. So I'd probably rather be at a tournament, but who knows? Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode of Road to GB Top 100. See you then. Oh, and one last thing, Barney wanted me to include his voice note of me just after the tournament that he sent me, so here you go.
Conquered Rox Lane, first time visit, one and done, see you later.